I kidnapped my friend Fallout, who has never played a second of Warframe in his life, so I could teach him everything a new or returning Warframe player needs to know, and by proxy, teach you too. Everything from core game systems and progression order, all the way down to small, helpful in-game settings. If you are already a Warframe expert, then you can alternatively use this as a trip down memory lane to reminisce about your own new player days. Either way, enjoy.
We're going into the dojo. Oh,
Yeah.
dude, are you gonna train me like the Karate Kid?
No, I'm gonna chop your head off.
Oh, bet.
Sell your kidneys.
You're supposed to help me. Yeah.
I'm helping. I'm helping me.
And
Hey, get
I'll
back!
be
Whoa,
Will
whoa!
Smith, rude kid. Oh,
Get
you
back here.
No, I don't want to. You're gonna hurt me.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, he's gonna hurt me.
Chill. Hold up. I gotta see. Oh my
Okay.
God, you were bouncing all over the place.
Yeah,
I see the look. I gotta see the look.
Whoa,
Okay. It's not bad.
dude, you are fresh.
It's not bad.
Wow, your crotch is really pointy. Fash is pretty fire, my man.
Before we do anything,
Weeb ass tail. What? Yeah.
you need to hit escape and click on options, and you're
Okay.
gonna like this sucker right here. You can type in certain settings
Oh,
to have
okay.
them pull up. So if anyone in your chat is ever like, hey, I highly recommend you do this setting or whatever, blah, 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 you can just type it in. You don't really have to search for it.
Got it.
We're going to type in field, and your field of view is going to go all the way up
Oh,
before we do a single nother.
yes. I didn't think about that.
Yep. I also, personally, if you type in manual, you'll
Okay.
see fire manual trigger weapons continuously. I like turning that on.
Okay, great.
So now your semi-automatic weapons are semi-automatic in spirit.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Right now,
what?
we're in my dojo. I took you into my... This is like...
Oh, yeah?
In Warframe, when you're in a clan, you
Okay.
have like a clan base.
Oh.
And you can
I
like decorate it
see.
and put stuff in the base and whatnot. So anyone who's in my clan
Gotcha.
can come in here, or anyone who is teamed up with someone in my clan, and then that person launches into the dojo
Gotcha.
like we did. You can be in here.
I
Hold
like
up.
how
Yeah.
you have a Christmas tree in here for some reason.
That was from Christmas time.
Yeah, I
Uh,
put that together.
We're gonna come over here.
I don't know where. Oh, where did you just go?
Sorry. Behind you.
What are you? Why are you like
Other-
tiny?
Oh, they're behind you. I'm tiny.
Okay, there's something. I don't. Okay, I thought this was you for a minute. There's like a tiny little robot. I thought you turned into this whatever this thing
No,
is.
I am not the vacuum
Yes.
cleaner.
Got
Alright, we're gonna head on
That's
over
the
here.
vacuum cleaner. Herd chef. Okay.
We're gonna put our butts up against this wall,
Okay.
and you're gonna get to the other side of the wall as fast as you can.
Are you gonna chase me or something?
No, I just want to see how fast it takes you to get there.
Okay.
Go.
Okay. I feel like you teleported.
Sort of, a little bit. So I think you've probably learned bullet jumping already, right?
Yeah, I'm still getting the timing down, but it's
So-
yeah, it's fun.
It took me like a couple days to get this down, but like getting that down is like the key to enjoying Warframe to the fullest.
Yeah.
Because you zoom through everything, and it's
Yeah,
like it's such a unique movement system. It's my understanding as well that it originally was a bug. Like you weren't supposed to be able to do it, and
Really?
then they turned it into a feature. I believe.
Yeah, it's the best thing ever.
That's like what I've
yeah.
heard.
Yeah,
In terms of
okay.
like getting elevation, because
Yeah.
some tile sets have verticality to them. If I'm standing
Yeah.
completely still and I tap control, if I point my camera straight up and I tap control and then I hit spacebar immediately after, I'll go straight up.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then what you can do is you can bullet jump straight into the air, and then you can roll like forward
Oh.
to get a lot of like, yeah. So you can do some pretty crazy stuff with the movement. Now I'm assuming you've been introduced to aim gliding as well, or probably discovered it on your own.
Yes, in the tutorial they did.
Yep.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
So aim gliding is piece number 3 to like the world, to like the movement combo, right? The movement combo you want to gun for is you're gonna bullet jump kind of like at like a 45-degree angle, and then you want to aim glide after your bullet jump completes, and then you roll while you're aim gliding.
Oh my gosh.
So you kind of,
I see the vision.
yep. Once you're at the end of that roll,
Jesus.
you
okay.
slide back into the ground, and then you can repeat it because you're currently holding control because you're mid-slide.
This is kind of crazy, dude.
Yeah, and so like obviously you're not going to be perfect at it right out of the get-go, but like
Yeah.
I'm seeding this in your brain because like the
Seed
more
me,
you
bro.
experiment with the movement tech, the quicker you're going to fall in love with the game, because this game is one of the most unique movement systems
This is really cool. Yeah. Okay.
I've ever seen
already
in my life.
already the bullet jumping is much cleaner
Yeah.
than before.
You're gonna get pretty good at it pretty quick. And then why don't you go ahead and share your screen with me, and we're gonna take a peek at some orbiter stuff. Let's have you just kind of roam. Like, where do you think you should go? Like, what have you been taught so far?
What are you trying to show me to do though?
Not necessarily. Like, has the game taught you about mods or anything like that? Has the game taught you about like switching weapons?
Sort of. I went down here, and I think I went to like this table.
Cool. So I like talking about that.
Is this the right build?
So you already have one of those actually, so we don't necessarily need to make another.
I'm trying to think of where I went to put on like I had like mods that I put on somewhere.
So a couple different locations you can do that. If you hit Q in any area like this, that's usually going to be your best friend because it's going to pull up this wheel, and you'll be able to hit any of the things. It'll just automatically teleport your character there and pull you into the menus for that. So for example, decoration is we'll hit that a little later. If we pull up that wheel and we go to mods, it'll teleport you over here.
So it just takes you right there.
This is where you can start to see all your mods. So did it tell you anything about mods? Anything crazy?
I mean, like I found 5 of them during a mission, and I just kind of like slapped them onto my build.
Yep.
Yeah.
You have a decent amount. Mods are going to be like, mods are for the most pretty much completely the number one thing that differentiates like a weapon being powerful from a weapon being not powerful, and a Warframe being powerful versus a Warframe being not powerful. Every single one of your stat bonuses, your critical chance, your crit strike, your overall damage, the elemental affinities that your weapons are going to do, the stats that your Warframes have, they're pretty much all governed by mods. In the early game, making sure that you're keeping up with installing mods into your Warframe and keeping up with upgrading certain mods that give you really good benefits is going to be really important. Your mods are also going to be Warframe specific. So if we exit out of here.
Oh, okay. So if I put on a different Warframe right now, all my mods would be gone?
Correct. And you can mod everything in the game. So if we hit that Q again and we go to Arsenal, it's going to be the first node to the right. This is where you're going to kit out all of your stuff. You've seen this here. So if you hover over anything and you click on upgrade, that is where you're going to be able to slot in mods. So you already have some in.
That's where I was earlier. Yeah,
so
here, the upgrade area.
We're already in a decent spot. Probably already recognize that the capacity at the top left is exactly what it sounds like. So you can have up to 20 points worth of mods installed in here, right? So
20 points. Got it. That makes more sense.
And that number is represented by the number on the mod, as you can tell. So if, for example,
how are we only at 6 right now? Because the intensify already is at 6. Why is it not at 8, 9, 10, 11 or whatever?
We have 6 remaining.
Oh.
So if you hover over that intensify and you right click it, which will unequip it, that 6 will jump to 12.
Got it. Okay.
So we have 20 available. The number is how much you have left. That equilibrium mod in the bottom left in the early game is very, very, very nice. So
health pickups give plus 10% energy. Energy pickups give plus 10% health.
Yep.
Okay.
So we're definitely going to want to put this in somewhere, and you're probably going to leave it on for a very, very long time. In some frames, circumstantially, in certain builds, you leave it on indefinitely, but that mod is insane. And now another really important thing of the mod is if we hold right click on that equilibrium, that's going to pull up a menu to upgrade the mod. You see all those little empty dots underneath the mod?
Yeah.
That is how many ranks you can rank it up. And you'll notice as you click that plus, it is going to do a lot of things to the mod.
I see.
So all of its benefits are going to go up.
Okay. Yeah.
And you're probably also noticing at the top right, the cost of the mod, the capacity cost, is also going up. So if we exit out of here,
sure,
we see that we have 2 capacity remaining.
Yeah.
If we want to keep the rest of our mods that are currently on here, we don't want to upgrade our equilibrium past 6 at the current moment, because then we wouldn't be able to keep it on with all the other stuff.
Right.
So let's...
Yeah, that makes sense.
Let's juice it up a little bit and get it as high as we can get it.
Yeah, my bad. Hold right click. Okay.
Yep.
So...
And you'll notice the currency that it's currently charging you, credits, which is just kind of the blanket currency for the entire game.
Okay.
Endo, the other one, is a mod-specific currency. So if you juice it all the way up, get the rank to as high as it can go, you're going to notice that endo counter is exponentially going to get pretty high.
Oh, dude, 20,000? Holy cow.
Yep.
Okay.
So
wow.
Let's get it to, how high can we
Like
get it?
right here. So we can
There
get
we
it
go.
to 6.
Rank 2, we can get to 6. So we'll apply fusion right there.
Okay.
And so now we're going to get better benefits out of it.
Nice.
Another thing that's really important about frames is you notice how some of your mods are green.
Okay, yeah, chat did explain this to me, where like if you're applying a mod and there's an option for green or red, green is like a reduced cost and red is a more expensive cost.
If we take that continuity mod in the bottom left and we drag it to the bottom right slot, while you're holding it, what are you noticing differently about the capacity cost on it?
It goes from 1 to 2.
Right. So like, let's right click this just to get it out of the slot. See how that slot has that little V on it?
Yeah.
That means if we put any mod into that slot that has that matching symbol, its capacity cost is going to get cut in half.
Oh, then why don't we put intensity in there to go from 6 to 3?
That's an astute observation.
Aha.
You're coming along swimmingly. And now we can reseat our continuity into the slot that Intensify was in previously.
Yeah.
And look, we have another 2 capacity. Yeah, we can upgrade our equilibrium even more.
Let's do it. Great.
Yep.
Beautiful. I'm too poor. I can do +1.
Let's not quite give up on this yet.
No?
Let's hit exit. So we're going to actually come out of this menu completely for a brief moment, and we're going to head to our mod table and talk about how you're going to be able to get that currency. We are going to notice a couple of options at the top. The one that we're really paying attention to is the 4th one called Dissolve, where you can dissolve your mods into Endo. So what's going to happen is if you click any of your mods down below, if you left click them, it'll select them, and you can select multiple. In fact, you can select a bunch of different mods. And you're going to notice that that dissolve option, right now it says you can dissolve 1 into 10 endo, but like, let's pick like another 4 mods.
Where's the, I see the 1, but here, dissolve 1 selected into 10 endo. Okay,
let's left click like a couple more mods.
Oh, okay. All right.
Click a couple. Yep. See how it's kind of going up.
Yeah. Cool. Okay.
Now we don't actually want to do this because we do want to keep these mods.
We do. Okay.
Yep. And so as we get going,
but I need endo.
Yes, you do. So if we look at the bottom right, anything we're noticing?
Tutorial filter, exit pressure
bottom
point.
right of the mods. Sorry.
I mean, other than the fact that there's a slide bar, no.
Yeah. We have 2 of the same mod.
Different. Oh, I see. Oh, so they don't like stack on top of one another, do they?
So they do typically stack on one another, with an exception. Do you see how the one on top has a little circle above the energy cost? That means that it is currently slotted into one of your Warframes.
Oh,
so
I see.
If we exit out of here and we go back to our arsenal and we take out that redirection mod, we right click it, and then we go back to the mod table, look at your redirection mod down there, bottom row.
Oh,
see how on the left it says you have 2 copies? Yep. So we can left click that.
I see.
And we can do select 1 copy of it. And we can dissolve that 1 copy. Because we already have the other one.
Correct. Okay.
You can also, if you look at above all of the mods, where it currently says all, you can sort by duplicates as well. So it's no, so it'll be the icon where it's like 2 rectangles stacked on top of each other. It's the second to last one. So if we click this, we'll see all our duplicates. Now this redirection is appearing because when we entered the menu, we had a duplicate of redirection. So if we exit completely out of the mod menu and then we did duplicates again, redirection would not show there. So right now you might be confused thinking like, wait a minute, why do I not have any access to main story quests? I've only done 1 and now I can't do any others until I do a bunch of stuff. That's confusing.
Yes.
There are 2 primary means of progression in this game early on when it comes to progressing through the story and the quests. Option number 1 is, of course, going to be the quests in your codex, but there is an option number 2 we look to in situations like these where we don't have any of the prerequisites done for any of these quests. So if we exit out of here and we go to our navigation, we exit out entirely, sorry.
Got it, okay.
So you either go there or, or you can use the wheel, either way. And we right click here. This is the star chart. And this is everything in this is every node in the entire game that you can access. if we click on, let's click on a random planet. So as we can see here, we can't access any of these nodes whatsoever. The way the star chart works is if we go back to Earth, you can probably already tell how it works.
I see.
The filled in white ones are ones that you have already completed. The blue shining ones are ones that you have access to, but have not completed yet. And then any of the locked ones are inaccessible until you have completed an adjacent node.
That does make sense.
So for example, if we completed Lith right now, you would then be able to play Eurasia. And then if we completed Eurasia, we would then be able to do the Mars junction. And the junctions are extremely important. The junctions are what connect the planets to each other. And so right after that junction, if we click on that little thing there that says to Mars, that you're right next to. Oh, is it not actually letting you click on it?
It doesn't let me, but I get it. It like kind of
that then is what allows you to then go and start doing all of the nodes on Mars and completing missions on Mars.
Dude, this is a lot.
So anytime you're looking at your main quest tab and you're like, oh, wait a minute, I don't have any of my prerequisites done, that typically means that it's time to go and start grinding out your star chart to access all of the different junctions so that you can make your way towards all of the different planets.
So if I go back here and I look here, prerequisite, so Fortuna on Venus.
Okay.
So we have to get to Venus.
Let's get to Venus. Let's figure out how we get to Venus.
Oh my lord. Okay, yeah. Oh my god. Okay, so let me take a look at the star chart here.
Great.
Got it. So we would have to do Venus Junction. Actually, we're not too far off from going to Venus.
We're, I would say, not far off whatsoever. Let's go back and look at that Venus Junction. What did we notice about it?
About the Venus Junction? I mean, it's blue. We can do it right now.
Yeah, we can.
Nice. Do you want to do it right now?
Let's rip it.
Yeah.
Junctions are actually solo missions.
Yeah, it's a single player mission that must be completed alone.
Yep. Good luck.
All right. Hey, thanks, buddy.
Yeah. So that top part, as you can see, are going to be the prerequisites to completing or to being able to gain access to the junction. So you completed Vor's prize, and we used, that was the main story quest that you did, the very first one, and you used fusion to rank up any mod, which is the is what we did with that equilibrium when we increased the rank of it a couple times.
Sure.
So had you not done either of these things, even if you had drawn the path all the way to the Venus Junction, you would not be able to actually do it until you completed both of those things.
Got it. Okay.
And then down below is all the rewards we get for actually completing it.
For completing what we're about to do right now.
What you're about to do. And the interesting thing about junctions is that all of them are a pseudo boss fight.
By the way, do you play on M&K or controller? Probably M&K, right?
I do M&K, yep.
Yeah. I'm finding that the sensitivity is like really high.
Yeah, you can tune the sensitivity in your settings.
Believe me, I turned it way down. Okay, let's F this guy up. Use my tactic of mash E.
Yep. Cool.
Is that it? That was pretty easy.
Dead. These
aren't
aren't particularly challenging. So now, as you can see, we have access to the first Venus node. We're not going to go there quite yet, though.
Not yet.
We're going to head back to our arsenal. And we're going to upgrade our Excalibur because we just got access to Dreamer's Bond, which is what is called an aura mod. Do you see how the very top left mod slot of yours has a symbol in the center? Directly underneath config A at the top of your screen. So up a little more.
This up here?
Yep. So that is called
that I see.
your aura mod slot, and every single Warframe has one. And what's really cool about this aura mod slot is when you put an aura mod into it, it actually increases your mod capacity as opposed to eating away from it. So if we take Dreamer's Bond and we drag it up here, at the current moment, it will increase by 2. So we actually up our capacity. And you'll notice as well, if we hold right click on it to upgrade it, the more we upgrade it, the more it increases our mod slot capacity in conjunction with increasing its benefits.
That is quite nice.
So we probably want to upgrade this guy as high as we can at the current moment. I think we can get it. Okay, we can get it to 2 ranks
max
up.
No, we can't.
Because we don't have enough endo. Yep.
Yeah.
We'll get there though. We'll get there.
Well, it's good enough, right?
Yep. Do me a favor. Try to put Thief's Wit in your top right open mod slot. I can't remember if you can do this or not. You can.
Seems like I can. Okay.
So that's called an Exilus mod, as indicated by that symbol on the top of it. And you'll notice that that same symbol is on the top right empty slot. However, that slot requires an item to unlock it, which I don't believe you'll have access to for a little bit, as well as I would recommend against investing any significant resources specifically into your Excalibur.
Why?
I can't tell you why, and I would prefer you don't ask me again, because you're going to get me in trouble. And when I say significant resources, I mean things like Exilus mod slot adapters. And if we go to the bottom right and we click on actions,
okay,
you see that upgrade right there?
I do.
We're not going to use it because, like I said, we don't want to invest anything significant into our Excalibur, but that is going to double your mod capacity. That's what's called an Orokin. Is it reactor or catalyst?
Oh,
they are colloquially referred to as potatoes.
Potatoes.
And the gold potatoes are for doubling the mod capacity of your Warframes, and the blue potatoes, which are the Orokin catalysts, are used to double the mod capacity on your weapons.
Got it. Okay, potatoes.
So
I love
anytime
it.
you come across a frame that you
Okay.
really like, that you're really having a good time using, or you have a weapon that you are really having a good time using, you can chuck a potato in there to double your mod capacity and put in not only way more mods, but upgraded mods that naturally give better benefits, but cost more capacity. And that is going to allow you to, in turn, make that significantly stronger. And we're pretty good on our mods right there. We can also take a quick peek at the mods of our other stuff, so our Paris and our Kunai and our Skana.
How do I look? Oh,
so we just hover over them and click upgrade, same way we do with our Warframe.
I see.
And similar to how
kidding. You really can mod everything.
Every single thing in the game, everything.
Okay.
So at the current moment, we're in the early game. We have 26 capacity on here, but we only have 3 mods that we can put on. So might as well just throw all 3 of them on.
Oh, okay, sure.
Kind of a no-brainer because, you know.
Sure.
And it doesn't really matter which slot they go in at the current moment because we don't have any. The slots that have these symbols in them that can reduce your mod cost, those are called polarity slots. So none of our slots are polarized at the current moment. Okay. Melee weapons at the very top have what's called a stance mod. So where you have swooping falcon up there.
Oh.
Similar to how your aura mod on your Warframe increases your mod capacity for the entire thing. Your stance mod does the same thing on your melee weapons.
Understood. Okay.
It also changes their core behavior and their core attack patterns.
So if I were to upgrade it, I could get more
melee mod capacity.
But I don't necessarily need to right now.
You don't need to.
Because we don't have anything to really include anyway. Gotcha. Okay.
So then if we go back, and then finally you have your Exalted Blade. This is what is called a God, I'm blanking on the name. Are they exalted weapons? Yeah, they are exalted weapons. Okay, I was gonna say it can't be exalted weapon, right? Exalted's in the name. That doesn't make it. It's exalted
too easy.
So this is a weapon specific to the Warframe that you're currently using. So if you changed Warframes, you would no longer have this, and that typically happens because some Warframes have abilities that utilize their specific exalted weapon. So we'll notice we can upgrade this as well. And if we click on actions, you'll notice your capacity is gigantic. This already has an Orokin catalyst installed into it, and that's doubling your mod capacity. That's the blue potato, by the way.
It's the potato, yeah.
Yeah. Blue potatoes for
okay, wonderful.
Blue potatoes for weapons, regular potatoes for Warframes. All right, so we're pretty kitted, we're pretty modded out, we're looking kind of nice right now. One more thing that I kind of want to have you do before we start trekking on Venus, and that is if we hit escape. You're also going to notice you have a little icon in the top left of your screen above your escape key. That indicates to you that you are ready to do your mastery rank up challenge, shown at the very top right there.
What the fuck
See how there's a 0 next to your icon on the top left right now?
Yeah.
That's your mastery rank. So we see you're at the next rank in 0, which means you have enough mastery rank XP to be able to do the challenge to get to the next rank. And as you can see on the mastery breakdown menu, your mastery rank is a culmination of how much XP you have gained from leveling up any of your Warframes, any of your weapons, completing missions, completing Seal Path missions, and 2 other things that are mid-game focused. And if we look at equipment, we see all of the things that we currently have unlocked and what rank we have gotten them to.
Gotcha. Dude, there's a lot here.
There is 733 total items available. There's actually more than that, but some are hidden.
Holy shit. By the way, what is this? It's like a alien cat.
That's a pet.
Oh,
Speaking of which, you actually unlocked one of those when you finished the junction, if we exit out of here.
Really? Okay.
So every single thing in Warframe is crafted, which is kind of
Codex,
cool.
wait,
Yep.
is it Foundry?
Foundry, yep.
Foundry, okay.
So we see bottom left, we have the taxon. That's your companion. We unfortunately don't have the stuff to be able to craft it yet, though.
Oh, okay.
But on the top right, we have stuff to be able to craft the burst on, which is a new weapon.
It takes 12 hours to make.
It does take 12 hours to make. So you can start this,
you can just
go to bed,
you can
wake
go to
up, and
bed.
it'll be ready for you. Yep.
I love it.
Furthermore, Warframe has a companion mobile app, and you can initiate crafts from that app.
Oh.
So if you really get into the game, it'll become part of your bedtime routine and your morning routine to pull up the app and rip a couple crafts.
That's so funny, dude. You're explaining everything in a very clear manner, which I
hope
appreciate.
so. This
Because
game is a lot going on.
I can tell.
Yeah. When we're in a team together, anyone in the team can launch missions and launch a node. So even though I was the one who invited you, it's not like I'm the only one who can launch stuff. So I'm actually going to have you launch us. We're going to go into that first node on Venus so that we can start getting towards Fortuna, which is where we needed to get to so that you could start your next quest.
Right.
So anytime you launch a node, it takes 5 seconds to boot it up.
Oh, yo, look at your ship.
Yeah, you can actually do your WASD. You can wiggle your ship around while you're flying.
Cool.
All right, so we're gonna see how your movement is now.
Oh,
I know we haven't
Let's do it.
really had an opportunity to test it out, but we're gonna see what's up.
Yeah, sure.
Dude, you look just as cool as me, by the way, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Not even close, dude.
All right.
Where to go? Oh god, I just fell.
Okay, so no, this is good. This tile set.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a nice little test for your parkouring. So I
So
put
far,
on
a lot of my combat loop is just me running up and then hitting people with my katana.
Your melee weapon is quite strong in the early game.
Oh, good.
Well,
Sure.
here, I'm gonna give you a little test. Yeah, get up to the
Sure.
roof of this building here, where I'm at. Nice.
Oh, I can't make it.
No. Yeah, you're halfway up though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at the movement. All right, let's
I
head into
remember.
our settings real quick. This is something
Sure.
that helped me dramatically. I don't know if you felt this way, but for me personally, it's a little difficult to like see some of the enemies.
Yeah.
If you type enemy in the settings bar, at the very bottom, we see character highlighting. You can pick a color that will be around every enemy in the game.
Oh, I
so
like that.
Me personally, I go with red, and I have enemy highlight intensity at 25. Now take a look at the enemies. The easier to...
Okay, yeah. Let me take a gander here.
Where'd you go?
Give me a minute. There we go.
No, I don't even see. Oh, there you are. Okay.
Yeah, I'm up here.
Yeah, if you pop down.
Oh, dude, it's so much easier to see. Oh my god, dude. They stick out like a sore thumb.
Yep.
Okay, I'm definitely getting much better with the bullet jumping. Can I do something? Oh yeah, look at that wall run. Oh, almost. Nope. I thought I had it.
Would you like
do
me to
we
kill?
each have to hit at the same time?
These are what are called friendship doors. And yes, we do have to hit them at the same time.
Understandable.
It's not quite like a 3-2-1 specific, but like...
Got it, yeah.
You basically just spam the button.
So tell me about your Tenno, your build. What is your build like? Because you're a build guy.
So the frame I'm currently playing is named Gauss, and he's all about like speed and like kinetic energy and stuff like that. So if you come down here where I am,
sure.
One of my abilities is I can just do this, and
I didn't even know what you just did, but
I'm fast.
You're moving very fast though.
Yeah, you can move very fast. Another one I can do is I have this like AOE field that I can do.
Okay.
So you see this little dome.
Oh yeah, sure.
Anyone inside that takes a whole good bit of damage.
Love it. Okay.
It's a very good like AOE frame. So like these enemies right here, you see these three?
Oh, hold on, I'm coming.
Yeah. They're beating me up. Come quickly.
Sorry, I'm here. I can see.
So I can just go pop them. Yeah, they're... Oh, okay.
Understandable.
Yeah. So like right here, Gauss is really nice for stuff like that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All the enemies go... They go poop. It's hilarious. You're playing the game exactly like how I played the game when I first started.
Just, like,
where you
run
just
up and cut
sprint up to
everybody.
everything. And hold down the melee button. So you see that little globe next to your name?
Yeah.
We hover that. That is your matchmaking settings. So you're on public right now. So anytime you do
Probably
any
bad.
node, you'll publicly matchmake with other people. I am pretty much on invite only most of the time.
Got it. Okay. I just changed it to invite only.
Yep. And then you'll see we're voting to do the mission. So it's waiting for
so
me to
you
hit the
can-
check mark. Or
I see.
if you hit that little
Okay.
play button, you can force us to load into it and basically be like, I don't care
Force-
what you want to do, Mac. You were going in, you're coming with me.
I'm overriding you.
Oh, you're getting a little Cetus cutscene.
Yeah. I have to say the like the art direction and the concept art for this game, like the people and the creatures in the world is pretty good.
It is quite good.
Yeah. Are these kids like cosplaying Tenno?
Correct, yeah. So he's got,
awesome.
I think he had a Volt helmet on, in fact, which is
love it.
was one of the optional starting frames.
Yeah.
So this is Cetus, and that's you.
Yay, with my basic ass ship.
Similar to
Or-
how you can hold Q in your orbiter to teleport around
Oh.
to stuff, you can do the same thing in any open world area. It was the top
Oh,
one.
concept.
You can.
Hey,
Okay.
all right.
That works. I was gonna say you can walk
Alright.
there to like see what's up in the world and stuff like that, but that's fine.
Prove
So
yourself.
these are bounties. In any social hub, you can talk to a vendor here to accept bounties, which is going to send you out into the open world of the planet to complete said bounty. If you want to hit escape, you can
Yo.
override me and force the mission.
Dude, everyone's fashion is so
Yeah,
wild.
they're pretty nice.
Oh my god, dude, this is like this is wild fashion.
You do have 2100 plat though, so I can let you know some good
Oh,
pieces of
man.
fashion to buy.
I
once we get
mean,
towards the
yeah,
end here.
dude, like everyone looks so badass, and I'm walking out here with like my plain Jane, like, hey guys, I'm new.
This game doesn't really have like raids or dungeons or stuff like that.
It's just like crazy fashion.
It's all about making your Warframe as OP as it can possibly be and getting your fashion on point. It's also worth noting as well that if we hit escape and we click
Yeah.
on equipment into inventory, click on the where it says all top left, we're gonna click on the one to the right of it, little head.
Got it.
So in this game, you have a limited number of Warframe slots and weapon slots, and you are unable to house additional Warframes unless you have slots for them. Now, since you had a 2100 Platinum Redemption code, you're pretty set. So right now, I believe you have 3 total slots. Excalibur is occupying one of them, and then you could fit another 2 Warframes.
It looks like I have many though. Like, are these not all
No, that's just
available?
UI.
Those aren't
No,
available
no,
to me.
no,
That's just
no.
kind of like, okay, gotcha. All right.
You have 2 currently additional available slots.
Oh,
So you could
Yeah.
get Rhino and
Got it.
Ember, and then if you try to get another Warframe, the game would say,
It
hey,
would
you
be
need to
like-
buy another Warframe slot. Cool.
gotcha. Okay, this has been pretty enlightening.
Good. A lot of Warframes' main blueprints can be purchased right here from the market.
Let's see
So we're going to actually go take a peek at Rhino,
why.
because we're going to start going and grabbing some of his subcomponent blueprints.
But Ember looks so cool.
We can do Ember. We can start going
They
towards
did,
Ember.
I know.
You'll probably actually...
Rhino packed the punch.
If we hit escape, so that Ember heirloom skin is...
Oh, that thirsty one I can buy.
Yeah, that is one of the more used. If you click on it, you can see the skin. If you actually... yeah, that'll do.
believe me. Oh, I've seen it.
Oh, you've seen it. Okay. Yeah, this one...
I've seen it, buddy.
Okay. So in the interest of time, if we go to exit...
1 minute.
Okay,
Okay,
yeah.
now we can exit. All right.
Now we can exit.
Okay.
Oh my
1
god.
minute. Oh, what is that?
Smash.
Dude, what in the
Yeah.
name of Christ?
Yeah,
That's hilarious. My wife thinks yours is awesome.
yeah. It's got a little cotton candy.
You're just riding a motorcycle.
It has abilities too. You can
Oh my god.
you can use an ability and you can like backflip off of it and like set it flying at enemies
Whoa!
and then it blows up.
Does it explode? Yeah, I was to say, but
Yeah.
I hope it explodes. That's great.
I would encourage you, if you do enjoy this game, no matter how confusing it gets or no matter how like directionless you're feeling, if you are vibing with it, I would encourage you to stick with it at the very least until the second dream quest.
Okay.
And then if after completing that quest, you're still kind of not really vibing with it too much, then fine, fair enough.
Bet.
But
Okay.
that is like where Warframe veterans recommend that newer players say like, hey, just like
Just hit this point.
There's a couple parts about the early game experience. Maybe the story's a little confusing. Maybe it doesn't feel like there's a whole lot going on. Maybe the star chart grinding is feeling a little bit repetitive. Try and, if you can make it to Second Dream, if you finish that and you're like, nah, still not for me, fair deal.
Dude, thanks so much, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
But thanks so much, buddy. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for watching, and as always, have a great day.